Yo guys, it's your boy back with another Legends of Mythic Heroes. This is actually 12 hours before the reset, before I lose access to all of this. I've been a little burned out on this game, as you know, if you've been watching. But we're back, and yeah, I'm excited to take a look at this and see how the game develops. It wasn't quite as bad as I was thinking. It looks like these IWs are going to take quite a long time to build up, so they're not going to like instantly impact the meta. Although all of the IW 500 skills, they haven't been balanced against each other yet. All the whales have them, and normal players like us don't. We don't have every IW 500, but we'll see how it kind of develops. I'm sure the meta game will shift quite a bit. But it was a good week for our top 7 players here in the Legends, top 6 players. 4 of them actually won the title, and then 54 is actually in Quinn's group here, and hasn't won in a while because of Quiin. So let's just go through this. Let's start. So Jotaro first. He's won 3 times in a row. So he didn't make many changes to his lineup, which makes sense. The main changes here were this Marduk lineup, this Marduk Susa. Very historic lineup. It's been around for a long time. He just changed it completely into experimental lineup with the new hero Prometheus. Prometheus, looking pretty good, but who really knows at this point? I would imagine though that URs are quite good. He just does a lot of like AOE and splash damage. I think all of his skills are damage, except for his alt doesn't. It's not like a. You would expect a hero like this to have like a super big alt, but the alt is kind of. And I haven't even looked at his IWs or anything because I haven't built him yet. But he's he definitely looks like a interesting hero, and we'll see how he's developed. But but yeah, that's the experimental lineup. He kind of mixed up the last time I was really I thought his this lineup was really cool here, but swapping Susa in for Chiron makes it a little less bursty, but still I think overall the same concept. And it looks like Quiin is gone completely. A lot of players cut him this time around. But yeah, not much to say. And then I'm also tracking which IWs they're working on. So Jotaro's working on Amaterasu and Arki. And it was another rough week for our main man Papa here, representing our guild, Arxio. Did I pronounce that right? Anyways, Papa, if you've been following along, he has a lower VIP level than all of these players. I believe he's VIP 13. And so this update in particular was very bad for him because he doesn't have full IW 500s on everyone. He's VIP 13, and he lost to T Train, who actually ended up winning the entire group. And T Train is someone who I think has a lot of top 8 finishes. So T Train has been finishing like in the finals like quite a bit. Um, he has 12 like 4th to 8th places, and so this is his first win, so happy to see that. um, Moving on to group 3, this is the Quiin group with 54 as well in here. 54 has just been beaten down. He has 9 titles, so he's 3rd place all time, but ever since like Quiin moved to his group, he hasn't won a single one in the past month. Quiin won again, and Quiin is really cool. #1 fan. Don't know if Quiin is a male or a female. We use female pronouns every now and then, but just very interesting lineup here with the Oda and the Typhon. Typhon is a hero that has a lot of synergy with Oda if Typhon can get the alt off, because Oda does AoE auto attacks and Typhon has like an attack steroid. But yeah, this lineup was interesting. I didn't get to see how it performed, and then um, the everything else is basically the same. This is actually the same lineup. It's just reordered. This is also, I believe, the same lineup, just reordered. And then Quiin flexed, adding the Aladdin to the lineup over Gabriel. I don't think that makes much of an EV difference. So, it's just kind of whatever. So basically, pretty much the same lineups. But then Quiin likes to play with the new heroes. So does Jotaro. So they were playing with like Mirasaki and stuff, and now they have the Prometheus flex in there. 54 is still buying skins and stuff, so still looks like he's playing actively, but he didn't change his lineup at all. Oh, by the way, Quinn's investing in Oda and Prometheus as her first two, and then 54 is investing in uh, Amaterasu and Archimedes as his first two. 54 though, you would almost think he's AFK, not playing anymore because his lineup has been exactly the same week to week. But he does have like the Cassandra skin. I think it's a new one. Maybe he's trying to tell me not to remove him from the recordings because he's still active. But that's just a joke. I wouldn't remove anyways because if you have like Morgan, Oda was the most recent UR, but Morgan, you know, like that means you're still active. The players that are being removed are um, all like old heroes and stuff. Um, Group 4, there's still not like a very dominant player that's emerged here. So that's that. Group 5, Biu Biu has now won 2 out of the last 4. So last time I said it seems like they might be losing control of their group, both Biu Biu and Llorac. But it's good to see him back on the winner page. I'm a big fan of Biu Biu. He runs very like creative lineups, but you can kind of see um, his lineups aren't as creative anymore. He's kind of shifted back to like very standard lineup. So this is just a standard Lilith lineup. This is a standard Amaterasu, you know, Morgan lineup. This is standard Odin lineup, and this is, I mean, this one's not standard, but it's basically mono Luminarch, and and he's working on Amaterasu. I think in general though, he's definitely a player who's spending more than his competition. So when you spend more than your competition, you should just run like more standard lineups, because you're just going to be stronger than them across the board. So he takes the W there. He just mixed up. So this green lineup, basically all of his lineups were underperforming pretty much last time. So he ended up cutting the Oda here, and he ended up cutting, you know, the greens for more yellow basically. And then finally, wrapping up with Llorac. So Llorac is, you know, has been historically dominant in his group. He kept his lineups mostly the same as well. He actually brought Oda into the Morgan Amaterasu comp. I really like this because this is actually a comp that I run myself. So I was really happy to see a legend running the same comp. I do it out of necessity because I don't have the other heroes built. Everything else is basically the same. The Archimedes comp. So he was running, you know, Artemis in there, but now he brought in Prometheus. I guess he likes like having extra damage in there, because Archie starts like shooting off at a bunch of things. This last week or last time, you guys remember if you watched, the Oda plus Lilith pair wasn't doing very well. So it looks like almost every player has split that up. And now we're looking at, you know, Lilith by herself and then Oda, you know, just kind of being run around. And Llorac is building Amaterasu and Marduk as his IWs. So, and then finally, Division 7. So your boy here. So again, Division 7 is like Division 4. It doesn't have a dominant leader, but your boy here did make it to the top 8, which was very exciting for me. I didn't have the juice here to bang with Kami, 23 mil versus 17 mil. I think I got destroyed. But basically, the way I've built my teams is I only have 2 like full sets of teams. So I use this like Quiin, Artie, this cutie little thing to just build a stack of fatigue. I don't even think they do any damage like by the time I get into the top 8. But I was really happy to get top 8. It was my best finish ever. I haven't been in this Champions Arena grind for that long, so it was nice. You know, I'm probably never gonna win, or it's gonna take a long time to win, but that felt really good. It was really exciting to get there. So yeah, fair play there. When we do see like some dominant players opening up in 4 and 5, in 4 and 7, we'll I'll start recording them. But for now, we're gonna keep the lineup the same, and I looked through, and I think some of the most advanced players here are still in like 125. So I think it's going to be a while before I get migrated to like group 6 or something. I would imagine within the next month, some of these like Biu Biu and Llorac players might have to build 5-man lineups instead. But yeah. And finally, let's end with a recap of metagame changes and shifts here. So we're gonna go ahead and update Cassandra to S tier here. Uh, I mean, I'm gonna do the tier list separately. Oh, it looks like it's almost actually the end of the month, so we can actually go ahead and do that. But so we're not gonna actually update the tier list here, but basically um, the heroes that shifted quite a bit. So Percy is really popular. I think her IW is like really strong, which I'm actually kind of happy for because I actually ended up building her. Let me see what her IW is while you look at the data on the left. I think her IW is like really strong. Yeah, okay, so she raises dodge and then she gains energy to spam her ult, I guess. Okay, she might have like some real good synergies there. But yeah, she's moved up a lot, so she's gonna be. I'm not gonna stick to this, so don't take this as like word or whatever. But if I bring, I think like the next tier list is going to look something like this, like those kinds of changes. Let me actually go back and not do them. But yeah, so Cassandra, huge gain here. So now running 100% of lineups. Percy, huge gain here. I don't expect that to stop. She's very good with her passive. Freya and Odin both dropped. Oda both dropped 1, but that's still 5 out of 6. You know, it could just be some variance. Marduk, you know, Loki. Loki was 6 out of 6 last time. Nua's coming back a little bit. The whole Marduk Lucifer kind of thing is dropping out of the meta, which I really like to see because I can't afford to build extra URs. And then there's a group of heroes that just aren't really being used at all, which is unfortunate. But I mean, they could all be good in the right hands. But yeah, it looks like we'll cut this video off here. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys.